Hey, assalamu alaikum and greetings, Rhadiyah here. Well, if you're anything like me, you leave no money on the table, right? So some of you all may know that I do deliveries. I've been doing it for a number of years now. Alhamdulillah, Allahumma barik. But it's not enough. I've not been feeling it as though it was enough, right? And so I've learned to stack the apps, okay? And of course, with all the different companies that I have done deliveries for, I have accumulated all kinds of bags, and I bet you have too, right? Well, hold on to those bags because you're going to need them, and you can still use them. Why and how? So I learned about a new app, new to me, called Delivered. Okay, I saw a video where a person was making over $1,000 in one day. And so that really piqued my interest. And so I looked into it. And now I am a driver for them. And the difference between these other apps such as DoorDash, Uber, the difference between them and this one is this is specific to catering. So you know there's more money in catering anyway, right? So this is what the app actually looks like. This is the logo and how they spell it, being unique. And, you know, like any app, you got to download it. You got to fill out information, all of your information about your car, the kind of car, your license, your insurance, if you have bags, how many bags you have. And yes, if you don't have a wagon of some sort, a cart, you need one of those as well. Other than that, it's your smartphone and internet, and you're ready to go once they give you the green light. There's all kinds of tutorials, video tutorials walking you through their entire process. I've only done one delivery with them so far because most of the deliveries that are widely accepted and used are not in the area where it's closest to me. And the wonderful thing about this app is they let you know where the hot areas are, where you're gonna you probably have several deliveries, right? Where you can make more money. And then, you know, on down. And then you can actually map out the area that you wanna target, okay? And the one thing about this, and don't get discouraged, the minimum that you'll probably make per order will be $20. Take it. I was advised to take those low ones because after a while of you doing it, they'll eventually give you the larger orders. So don't be discouraged by that. And also be prepared to, unless otherwise instructed, you will have to set up, okay? And where you are assigned for your pickup and then en route to where you're delivering is usually not a far distance at all. And you can wrap everything up from start to finish, picking up to setting up and then delivering within an hour or under, okay? So it's well worth it. And so I'm just gonna show you from point A to point B what I did, where I was, and the amount that I got paid. So if this is of interest to you, I would like for you, once you download the app, because they do ask who referred you. I have my information, my name, the correct spelling of my name, so that I can get credit for the referral. So, and then once you get started, you can do the same thing. Unfortunately, right now, they don't have a referral link, so you have to actually have the person's actual name. And I have it in the description so that there's no mistaking, inshallah. So let me walk you through this step by step, and I hope you get started with them. And then, you know, come back if you decide to get with them. Use this app. I would love to know your experience as well. So be sure to come back and comment and let me know. Thank you. Okay, so once you've accepted the offer, this is what it looks like. And then this is the name and address of where I picked up the food. And this was the time that I was expected to deliver the food. And next is the name and address of where I delivered the food. Here are the order details. It mentions everything that I mentioned before. And then the other things that I want to make mention of is the time in which you are supposed to be picking it up by. And here is your mileage. Very few miles, like I told you. Next up is the items that you are supposed to be picking up. And I also want to make mention that you will receive a receipt also. And the last thing that I want to make mention of is the amount that the customer spent. Before we get into my experience, I want to also mention to you about the scheduling. It's a 24-hour scheduling platform, and it lets you know what are the best times to do the deliveries. But you can set it to the days and times that work best for you. And now for the menu, should you decide that you want to go to this particular restaurant, and this is their story. The owner kind of gives me the vibe of Martha Stewart, Paula Deen. And now I'm at the establishment. It's very clean, and surprisingly, it's right next door to a very famous chicken restaurant also. As you can see, it's very clean, it's beautiful, very southern, down-home looking, and you can dine in, making a reservation if you would like for large groups. And by now I have met with the person that needed to give me the order. Here it is, everything in my bag, the drinks, as well as ice. And I went on ahead and packed everything in the trunk. And now I'm at the place where I'm to deliver. I want to shout out this particular animal hospital because I've been to, maybe because it was a shelter, I'm not sure, but the stench could be smelled from the door, not this place. So if you're near it and you're looking for an animal hospital, I highly recommend it just on that alone. Okay? And so now I have set up the food. As I told you, you have to set up the food. They didn't have a specific place. They just had a table, and I had to make use of whatever I had. And you take the pictures, you submit it, and that's it. And this is the actual order form. Once you've completed everything from the time that you entered your information to the time that you've uploaded the pictures. Here is the distance, and then there is the time that it took you to complete everything from once you got there to once you've entered your information, and then how much you actually got paid. And with regards to your pay, you get it immediately. You heard me right. Immediately. You have to get a card, and that's where they'll send it, unless you enter your information about your bank, and they will transfer it there. It's going to take 1 to 3 business days, but instant pay. Okay. And that's it, you guys. So again, if you liked the information and you're ready to get started, download the app. Give them my name as your referrer. Also, if you are not following me, I would love for you to follow me, like this video, share it to those who need to make extra money. Thank you so much again for watching. And if you would like the opportunity to make even more money, where you can create generational residual income, be sure to type the word residual in the comments below. Thank you.